Hey, what's up, fellas? How y'all doing? Y'all doing all right? Hey, wanted to come on for a minute, talk a little bit about Jay Slater. I got a little bit of information, but it's starting to sprinkle, so I don't know how long I'm going to get, guys. Really, I don't know if it's going to rain, not rain. I got the board over here, but it's y'all can see the top pages there. I got a lot on there right now, but we got everything down to Peter Blesky, all his emails, all his phone number, everything for him. We got everything for everybody up here. So we will be going over all this again as soon as the weather. I was going to do it tonight, but it's starting to rain, so I can't. Sucks. But I do have a couple of videos loading from yesterday. Now that I'm monetized, it takes a lot longer because they have to add the commercials, they have to do all this stuff, and it takes hours and hours to post these videos. Like if I do them in the morning, they post that night usually, and it's crazy because they have to double check them and do commercial ads and all that stuff, right? Sorry about all that, but that's part of being monetized. Um, but I did want to talk a little bit about Victor, some other people that we're getting some different names of people that were around down there that could possibly be involved. We don't know yet. I'm going back to one thing, guys, and I really didn't want to do it yet, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. One of the things that I think was the main cause of this was actually Tom Hilton. I hate to say it, but I think it was some sort of revenge from the attack that happened. I don't think he ever got over that. I think he's always had that on his mind, and who knows who else would. We don't know how we would react if that happened to us. So was it that? Was he kept alive for a couple of weeks because, the 30 grand that they were asking, was that really to pay for something he did? But what could he have done that was so bad that they would do what they did and not take the money? Or did they take the money? I don't know. We know now she withdrew 30 something thousand, and then a couple of days later, the next day I think he was found. So there is a lot of pieces that we don't have yet, but we are working every avenue. And I seen a couple of trolls in there. I'm sorry, guys. They're gone. I removed them. Because we don't put up with the negative. We're all working the case together. We're trying to figure this out. We're trying to get justice for Jay Slater. So I don't want all the crazy trolls in there. If they're in there, please tell me like y'all did today, and I'll get them out. Thank y'all so much. And working all the time, it's hard to even check all these messages. I try to get back to all y'all, and I hope I do, but I'm sorry if I don't. When on my days off is usually when I go back and catch up on a lot of the ones I missed, but I just wanted to talk a little bit about it because some new names are coming up. And what's so funny is I'm getting emails from some of y'all that are doing really amazing work, right? When I see an email that has a name that I just found 10 hours before and I got it on that board over there, and I'm like, who you are, right? You know who sent that email over here for where did I put him at? Victor T. Yeah. And this funny thing is somebody else is doing good research, because when you email me that, and I'm already wrote it on this board yesterday, right? Just last night. I'm like, damn, they are doing their work. Because there's so much that could have possibly happened here now. And the one thing that I'm going to say is it's probably going to shock y'all to the core, but somebody else sent me an email about the other apartment. And we know that Brad moved when he was searching. I think they stayed in the one for a while and they moved to another one, supposedly, whatever. But, it was so close to where Jay was, kind of missing. It was towards that way. It wasn't far from there, but it was closer, right? And really close to the church. And so was it Tom Hilton scene going in that apartment? I don't know. Around the 5th of July? I don't know. I don't know what's all going on, because this thing is taking a big twist right now. As we've learned some things that, oh my gosh, guys. So much stuff, that a lot of what we're getting out here, unless it's from a good source, it's not worth taking your time on. And a lot of these snap photos and other things of all these different clubs and parties, the problem is we can't really put a date on that, right? So, because they're older, we can't really go back and do anything about it. We can look at them, but the one that got me was the 2023 one, that festival they were all at. I mean, you could tell they were younger. And Jay again had no shirt on, right? He must have liked to dance with no shirt on, and that's cool. He was young. He was probably 18 in that photo. But I don't know. It's just, man, I get stuck sometimes because you go one way and then something else leads you another way. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Like, I was really focused on what I thought happened, right? And now I'm having to go backwards and try to look at this new stuff to see if maybe I'm wrong, right, in my thoughts and my theories, right, and my speculations, and my big alleged bubble, right, you know, and trigger warning times 100 million. But in my alleged bubble, allegedly, I feel that it's totally different than what I ever thought. And there's some parts that are going to be what I thought. I've always thought he was chased down, right? Y'all know that. I always thought somebody chased him down. And those two people on the bench. All these things were brought in there because there was good people looking. And when they find these things, they're like, oh my God, this can help, right? They're doing what we do. And that's amazing because whoever got that photo of, looks like Jay running across, which we've enhanced it. And clearly it's almost pretty much the outfit to the T, right? But you can't get it clear enough to tell because it's so grainy. But it clearly looks like what he was supposed to have on. And so it just makes it so hard because if that picture was the same day, if that timestamp is correct, then my thought of that place behind that church, there's a building back behind the church, and it's got a bunch of tarps on the fence and things like that. It's like an old abandoned little shop. Some people know what I'm talking about. And I always felt like some of the areas that we got some information from, a lot of them were in that area. Like 6, 7, 9 different numbers, like in that area. Some of them using block calling, some of them not. So I don't know. They were block calling between their mobiles. And like they were blocking each other. Why block each other? Like, if y'all are all in this together, why are you blocking each other? You're trying to hope that your number won't be found? That doesn't work that way. Eyes in the sky pick up everything. You got to think, your phone hits off of 3 towers, ding, 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 all the time. It doesn't matter. You can't get away from that. But I'm focusing more on that area right now. And it might change. I don't know, but I'm just saying that church area is a big red flag to me. Because if that's the case, and it was the 19th when this all happened. And he was able to stay out there and stay away for that couple of days. And it all happened on the 19th. And if that's the case, then y'all know that we have from the 17th half day all the way to the 19th of the 20th. We have all that information. So now we have to go back and try to pair up all this board, do a whole new board, try to figure it out. And we were off an area, right? Because we were really focusing on the Airbnb and down at the Lost American, the hotels and stuff. So we were focusing on those two places and then the church area, but not as much the church area. And now we're all our gibs are in there. We're all in the church area right now. That's what I'm going to tell y'all. And there's a couple of new names coming up, and a lot of y'all have some of these names, and that's amazing. So amazing, guys. And we just have to keep pushing, right? Keep pushing, keep fighting, and we're going to get there. I feel after reaching out to Peter and sending some stuff, and hopefully we're going to get together and communicate a little bit, and that will be absolutely amazing because I want him to look at some of this stuff, and I want him to give me his opinion because he is very smart and he is very educated. And so I'm hoping that that's going to help answer some of the questions I have. And if it works out right, which that's going to be great, right? I really would like the help of somebody that understands over there, right? And so he knows about all the crazy stuff that goes on, right? The underworld. He knows a lot about all that stuff. So that's what I'm working on, is trying to make a connection between there and Tenerife, right? And see if they're using some of these areas that are kind of out in nowhere, 10,000 people, 15,000 people, these small little areas, that's good places for them. So, you know, it's kind of, we're trying to work it backwards a little bit, if that makes sense. That you always work it backwards, because you're not there when the crime happens, then you have to work it backwards, or you're not going to find the answers you're looking for, unless you're just really good, right? So most people will go back and start over here. Okay, last time he was seen, right? That's why you always see that. The last time he was seen. Last time proof of life is when. And then they go from there. And it's pretty interesting, you know, and y'all know I can't share everything. I wish I could. I was going to share a bunch of this information, but some of it I forgot, and I put the numbers up there, the real phone, and I can't do that. So I'm going to have to change it around a little bit. But it's got everybody on there. I mean, everybody pretty much that's involved or we think's involved is on there, all the way down to the families. And I know they weren't involved because they weren't there. I'm just saying I'm trying to put a whole thing together here. And our second phase right now is about 70%. And so once we get this second round together, we're hoping and praying that we'll get some kind of answers. But we don't know. We might not ever get answers. I can't make no promises, right? Because I don't know if they'll talk to me or anything like that on this information, right? Once they see it, they might say, no, we already got that, because we don't know how much they got. They might have more pieces of the puzzle than we. I'm sure they have more than y'all think they have, most likely, and they're just keeping it really close. And I'll go back again to those phone activities. That's because they're checking everything. They're going back through and trying to find everything that everyone he talked to, everyone he messaged, everyone he Snapchat, Facebook, doesn't matter. They're going to try to find every piece of that puzzle and put it together. I hope, because that's what we've done, and it will help the case a lot, right? And I pray that that's what's going on, and I pray that they're getting all the information they need to prove it's either total accident or it's what we think. And the thing is, too many people think something happened. And I mean, thousands of people think that's a big number. I mean, if it was just a few around the town, oh no, something shady, you know? No, this is people all over the world. I mean, this case touched the world, guys. Jay SLATER touched the world. He touched everyone. And that's totally amazing. And now we got to get the answers. And if it turns out to be what we're not expecting, then that's going to suck. But at least we might find something to know. Because right now, all we have is our type results say head trauma, whatever, due to fall or whatever. You know, but you still got to look at the head trauma part. Because if you fall that far, it's not going to be just your head. You're going to have probably every broken bone in your body. And from every test that we've done. So I don't know. I mean, we just have to keep fighting, guys. And I'm sorry for the short videos. It's starting to rain. I don't want to get all wet, but fire's going to get put out too. But I did want to chat with y'all a little bit, guys. And we love y'all, guys. But we will talk more. Hopefully we'll have pretty weather tomorrow. And then Wednesday I go off, so we'll be back on our long nights and lots of videos because I'll be off for 7 days. But thank y'all so much for everything, guys. We love y'all. All y'all's wonderful comments, all y'all's kind words. They mean a lot to us. Me and Ruby fight hard every day for these voiceless individuals. We believe in justice all the way across the board, all the way across the world. And this case did touch me. And so that's why I really wanted to do it. I know I waited a while. It's because I was trying to get everything I needed before I really started talking about it. But I wanted to get it out there to let people know, right? Hey, we cannot pass this up. We have an opportunity to get this thing reviewed. We have to fight, right? And so that's the goal. And there's a lot of them doing it. Shout out to all of them, right? There's a lot of people on YouTube working on this. And it's great. It's amazing. If we base it off of what we got as facts. You got to put that puzzle together. and pray to God that you can get that puzzle together. But putting puzzles together is not free. So, it is expensive to do all this, but it is worth it, right? If we can find some answers that will help them, that's all that matters. It's all about Jay. That's all that matters to me is Jay Slater getting justice. That's it. I could care less about anybody else. It doesn't matter. Jay Slater needs justice. Plain and simple. So, rain's putting the fire out. All right, guys, I'm getting wet. I love y'all guys. Y'all be good, be safe. Remember, allegedly, these are all my opinions. Don't take it as fact. Take it as fiction. And trigger warning times 100 million. We love y'all guys. Let's keep up the fight for Jay Slater. Let's keep up the fight for all the voiceless, all the missing, all the runaways. They run away for a reason. Let's keep up the fight, guys. All right? We got to bring justice when we can, and we're fighting every day for it. So, y'all guys be good, be safe. We love y'all guys, and we'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good night. All right, guys? Bye.